Hi, welcome back. I'm starting a new series on questions. So if you have questions relating to body-based therapy, then feel free to put them into the Telegram support group, which you'll find linked in the description beneath all of my YouTube videos. And today I want to look at a question about a new technique of breath work that this chap's asking about because he doesn't know I'm making a video about it. I won't say his name just in case he doesn't want that. But he says, Dev, have you heard of a three-step rhythmic breathing? It has a few mainly breathing exercises with some slight movements. It seems to me as if they will work with all levels, starting from the head going down in a way similar to doing breathing for all sections of armor in one small session daily versus one big long session per week. I was wondering if that's doable to try and do breathwork for the entire armor than just one section at a time. So, good question. But the first thing I want to say is there's a lot of theories about things, okay? And with body-based therapy, it is at least 10 times more valuable to start working on yourself in a scientific manner, and I'll explain that in a minute, rather than just spend a lot of time reading theories. Because I could give a whole load of opinions about this topic, but they might not be relevant or really be particularly meaningful. It is at least 10 times, probably 100 times better to work on yourself. And I mean in a scientific manner, not just randomly doing one exercise and then like, oh, I've just seen this guy on YouTube, I think I'll go and do that. That's not going to get you anywhere, basically. So you have to get a bit scientific and just experiment. So with a question like this, where the chap's trying to compare two techniques, the thing to do is to set up like a scientific experiment for 1 month. Every day I'm going to do this technique of breath work, and then for the month afterwards, every day I'm going to do this technique of breath work, and I'm just going to compare how they are. And when you get that serious about it, when you get that disciplined about it, you will anyway get change. Relating to this, I think it's good to be open to new techniques, even though, let's face it, most of these techniques have been around for probably quite a few thousand years, and it would be legit to say there's not much new in them. But nevertheless, there are different strands of body-based therapy and different kind of concepts. Sometimes we're trying to down-regulate the nervous system, sometimes we're trying to upregulate the nervous system and bring stuff to the surface, you know. So there are all sorts of different concepts that are entangled with it. Nevertheless, and it is good to be open to new techniques. Nevertheless, it's also important to remember that we are living these days in a very strongly market orientated environment, and especially on social media. So in practical terms, this means that, there are constantly new techniques supposedly being created and given exciting names to appeal to different demographic groups, and all sorts of influencers on TikTok or Instagram or wherever telling you about the new technique and how amazing it is and this kind of thing. And this will understandably attract people because it's content that's calibrated to attract you if you're seeking change. So it's good to get, not completely carried away by some man or woman on Instagram telling you about this amazing thing that's just going to utterly change your life, and all you have to do is just pay this amount of money and do this course. Most of us will probably do that for a while and then realize we're being ripped off or it's just not really working. And so you do need to develop discipline. This is the bottom line. If you're going to work with the body, if you're going to work with the breath, and particularly if you're going to do it on your own, which you can do and you can make big change, but you need to do it with discipline. It isn't going to happen. It doesn't matter what the technique is. It makes no difference whatsoever. Very little of depth is really going to happen until you develop a basic level of discipline. So that's important to understand. Be open to new techniques, but also be a little bit skeptical, investigate, give them a try. That's the main thing. Give it a try. Don't invest a lot of time with your mind thinking about it all. Invest a bit of time, but then give it a try if it attracts you, and give it a try for a proper length of time. Like 1 to 3 months should be a minimum, of any body based technique to get an understanding of whether it's going to work. Okay, cool. Thank you very much for that question. And I look forward to seeing you guys later for more questions. You'll find the link in the description of my YouTube channel. You can ask questions there on Dev's Bioenergetics Support Group on Telegram. Thank you.